on country radio. And I won the show with country artists. And they have not. Go ahead, John.
You see how she gets more country right there. Go ahead, John.
The Voice Battle of Champions, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join it? It's crazy, right?
Hey, let me call you back. I gotta stand in a line.
Even crazier is that folks stick with insurance that keeps them waiting around to find a claim.
All right, looking at the NASDAQ, we are overall bearish on a 4 hour. Price made a new high above this high right over here. And then price came down to take out this low. Making a new low. So bearish on a 4 hour. Bearish on 1 hour too. We're making clear lower lows and lower highs here. Then this price is just making new lows. So we can be anticipating a pullback here to the previous 1 hour low structure here, or off of this higher 4 hour level sitting right here. A stronger 4 hour level sitting right here. So I'm anticipating a pullback into one of these areas for a potential sell off. That was good, DS. Thanks for the share live, bro. So this is what I think about NAS 100. Let's continue. Looking at GA, 4 hour time frame is bullish. 1 hour time frame is bearish. So we're just gonna mark off the high of the overall range on the 4 hour and the low of the overall range on a 1 hour. Should be down here. So we look for sells below the range and buys above the range. Pretty simple because these two time frames are contradicting each other. Looking at GU, the 1 hour time frame is bearish. 4 hour time frame is bearish as well. So we should be looking for sell side. Price just made a new low, breaking below this previous low to the left hand side right over here. All right, made a new low below that low here. We could look for a fill level retracement back into the area possibly. And back into this fib level. Either that, or we could wait for price to close back below this previous low. For like a bullish fake out, trapping buyers in, and then coming down to stop the buyers out, confirming that sell side is stepping back in, closing below a major key level for a bearish continuation. So if we get a 1 hour closure below this low, we could take some breakout sales. But if we get a deeper pullback, we could look to take sales off of this fib level retracement. with rejections. Let's label this bearish fib, delete that, and we can continue this level up here. Looking to the left hand side, we got targets down here. Looks pretty clean actually. Okay, now we're looking at GA. Keep your head up and your bread up. You too, bro. What's good, Mouse? Looking at GA. 4 time frame bearish. 1 hour time frame bearish as well. And 1 hour time frame, we just made a new low, breaking below this previous low to the left hand side. 4 hour time frame, we were still bearish here. So we're looking for sales back below this area. Like sales back below this area. That's really it. We don't want to buy until 4 hour goes bullish, and it doesn't happen until price takes this high all the way up here. So we can look at for some longs above this area. Anything else? I'm not really interested in trading here. Again, we can look at it like we figured out buy side. Price is coming back down to close back below the range to then come target this wick fill or target a 1 hour area. Should be these lows down here.
Everything in one place, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. All with fast delivery that helps ensure you always have what you need to put patient care first. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it.
Looking at UJ, 4 hour time frame bullish, 1 hour time frame extremely bullish as well. Made a new high above this previous high right over here. Let's use a fib level here. So we can wait for a pullback into this 1 hour previous high that also aligns with a fib. So this is a strong level. Price can pull back to before we get a reversal to continue higher. I like the setup as well. Let's look at EU. 4 hour bullish, bearish, 1 hour bearish as well on EU. We got our previous low sitting right over here. The price just broke. Now we're having a pullback. Let's see how far this pullback is. We already rejected off of a fib level. We could look for a closure back below this previous low for a continuation to the downside. Same thing as GU. This looks a lot better than GU though. Not gonna lie. We're gonna take GU out and put EU up there instead. Let's look at gold. 4 hour time frame gold. We're overall bearish but consolidating. Only reason why I'm saying we're bearish is because we had a closure below this previous low right over here. Now we're just overall consolidating in between this highs and this low. We're still bearish. Looking at 1 hour time frame, we're bearish here as well. Price just made a new low, so we broke below this low right over here. Then we're having a pullback retracement. We could look for a trend continuation to the downside if we could close back below this low. Close back below this low here. Actually, I just want to use the overall low instead. Let's just use the overall low instead. And other than that, we could take buys out above this range. But overall, my price is still inside this 4 hour range. I will not do nothing on gold. Let's look at US 30. This was the trade we were looking at earlier. I'm not gonna create this chart. This was the trade we were looking at earlier pre-market, but market open and we just straight dropped, so it happened way too fast. This sell was pretty fucking nice though, below this area. So now we just gotta wait for a pullback though into this previous low area for a trend continuation, or off of a fib level for a trend continuation. I think this lines up with a fib level though, not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah, this pretty much lines up with a fib level. So either one, just pull back. Either way, just pull back into this area for a trend continuation to the downside. Let's look at the 4 hour on NZDUSD. 4 hour is overall bearish. 1 hour is bearish as well. Just having a steep retracement. We're gonna say the 4 hour goes bullish above these highs up here. We can take some longs above this area. Other than that, the 1 hour is already bearish. We just have a steep ass retracement and overall bearish trend. We made a new low below this previous low to the left hand side, confirming that we are bearish. Now this is the range we're in. We're in between this high and in between this low. So we can get a break of current lows in the closure with a retest for continuation to the downside. That'll be most ideal to take some sales. GJ, 1 hour time frame is bullish, 4 hour time frame is bullish as well, making a new high above this high here. We should be looking to take some buys. We have a break and retest of this high right over here, which is pretty fucking clean. This is also a nice fib level retracement. We have fake out sellers closing back above the range, buyers stepping in. It looks pretty good to go long, I'm not gonna lie. That's at the top of the range here. This looks really good to go long. Looks like it's already moving though without us. Go to the 5-minute time frame where our entry has been. Pushing bearish below here. Okay, our entry wouldn't be until price takes this high over. So we actually giving us the entry right now. I may be open to taking this. So this 5-minute candle close. Next 2 minutes. What is this, GJ? Let's wait for this 5-minute closure here. The 20 seconds says 5-minute closure. The level closing strong bullish. We're gonna market execute this position here. We're in the same trade. Nice. Let me make this a YouTube short. What's good, Willie? It's YouTube shorter. Alright, I just got filled in on these GBP JPY bonds. As you can see, price is still at entry in some longs. Reason being, our 1 hour time frame is overall bullish. Made a new high above this previous high to the left hand side. We had to pull back into this previous high structure, which also aligns with the fib low retracement. We have some fake out sellers with these closures below the range. Now we're closing back above the range. We faked out sellers and enticing buyers back into the market, and overall bullish trend. On the 1 hour time frame, our 4 hour time frame is bullish as well. As you can see, we're definitely making new highs and new low. New higher highs and higher lows. We're breaking above this. We have a closure above this internal structure, lower high right over here on the 4 hour time frame as well. Let's get into entry. In the 5-minute chart, where I decided to enter. Look at the 5-minute chart. I see that we went bearish as price came down to take out these lows right over here, making new lows. On the 5-minute, these new lows push all the way down, tapped into this level, and it's confirming that this is a break and retest. On the way down, we see we have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? As I see that, I see price start to push back up, create a lower high again, failed to make a new low, and now we're overall making a new high, breaking above all 3 of these highs here, confirming that buyers are stepping back into the market. The 5-minute chart, alongside the 1 hour and the 4 hour, already been aggressively bullish after rejecting this major heat level down here. This is why I decided to take sales, stop loss below this overall low, which is all the way down here, and I'm targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So let's see how the rest of the trade plays out. Damn, I don't trade UJ anymore since it was 2 to 3 a.m. in Texas time for London session. New York open for me. I would have a trash weight. I would murder the pound every time in London. Nah, I like London, bro. It's my favorite session to trade. I've been trading London for like 5 years, bro. London is my shit, bro. What's good? $2. I love London. Reason being, because I don't trade news. So I don't trade news. I don't trade like FOMC or nothing like that. And all that stuff happens during New York session. I don't want New York session. I don't want news to affect my price action, right? So to avoid news, I trade a session that has good volume with the least amount of news. Thoughts on order blocks? I don't really use them, but I think it's just a concept, just like every other thing is a concept. So yeah. Order blocks is just a concept on how people identify levels with supply and demand. Support resistance is a concept on how we identify areas to potentially buy or sell, or key levels. Same thing for fair value gaps. They're all just concepts. on how whoever that trader identify levels. So someone's strategy is just different concepts, yes. Different ways to identify levels. Some people like to use supply and demand to find their levels. I like support resistance to find my levels. Some people like fair value gaps to find their levels. So on and so forth. Are confluences the same as concepts, or just confluences, just more so confirmations? Confluences are reasons the chart is reasons why the market should go the way you intend it to go. So it's like evidence in a case, right? If you're a detective and you found a body in GTA or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And you found a murder weapon, you found shell casings, you found whoop de whoop. You could come to the conclusion that it was a murder in GTA with a gun, whatever it could be. Or if you was a stab victim and you found a knife with blood on it and the blood matches that person's DNA, whatever it could be, you can conclude that it was a murder and the knife was a murder weapon, so on and so forth. So it's just evidence that's telling you that most likely this is what's going to happen. So just change the word confluences with evidence, or yeah, that something is more likely to happen than not. So if I'm in a buy and I see a bullish engulfing candle that shows me that buyers are stepping in, and I see a market structure shift from a long time frame that shows me buyers are stepping in, so on and so forth, then that lets me know that those are confluences on why buyers should take control, or why the market should go higher from here. Hopefully that makes sense. Is this Robinhood? No, this is TradingView. I don't use Robinhood, bro. Looking at our GBP CHF position, we actually almost got stopped out. I don't know how I didn't get stopped out here. That is the importance of stop loss placement. But we did almost got stopped out trading this breaking resistance. But as you now see, prices coming back down, looking like we're going to take out this 5-minute high low here. So we can get a closure below this low here. We should be good to go. But we definitely almost got stopped out here with this aggressive ass push. But stop loss was above these overall highs all the way up here. And price we didn't quite get there, so this is important as a stop loss placement. Could have got stopped out here, but my stop loss was in the area that invalidates my trade, which is above this high here. Price couldn't break and close above this high, and now we see we're starting to push back down. So hopefully we can break and close below this low, which will confirm that the 5-minute time frame is now shifting back structure to the downside. We could see this trade go into profit.
Chanel.
It's tax refund season, and Bob's is bringing the wow back. Get wow-worthy prices on best-selling pieces like my Playday sectional with pop-up sleeper for just $7.99. Wow. I've even got flexible financing options on feature-packed bedrooms and Consumer Reports recommended mattresses. Whoa. And with tons of styles ready to ship and old furniture removal, you can get your new furniture fast and easy.
Wow!
So don't forget, your tax refund goes further at Bob's Discount Furniture. Oh, my Bob!
You still in buys? Yeah, I'm still in buys, bro. I'm in sales over here though. So as you can see on the 5-minute chart, we did get a closure. Look like we're getting close. We may be getting a closure below this low here. On the 5-minute, showing you that we're now having a shift in direction instead of just like a liquidity sweep or whatever. We're actually having a full shift. So in this case, I want to trail my stop loss just a little bit from where it's at to literally right at this high here. Because price should not come back above this area. So from 15 pips to about 13 pips, just taking like 2 pips off on the stop loss. And now I'm gonna micromanage this trade. previously had a 1 hour closure. That was a nice 1 hour bullish engulfing candle on DJ. And a 1 hour closure on GBPCHF was pretty weak, but we do have a massive big rejection here with still a bearish close. Wasn't the strongest bearish close, but we still got a decent bearish close below this overall level, rejecting all of these highs up here. Hopefully some volume comes in. I mean, we got a big strong close in our previous hourly candle, but I'm just chilling. However long it takes my trade to hit TP or stop loss, that's how long it takes, bro. I'm not in a rush. UPCHF looks like it's moving a little better right now, though. Are you holding into New York Vision? I'm holding until however long it takes to hit TP. However long it takes, that's how long it takes, bro. I don't really care. So let's see if we have any news today. I don't think it'll take that long though. I'll probably give like another saying like maybe pre-New York it'll be done. I'll be at TP by pre-New York maybe. Yeah, no news. We should be good. What do you usually trade? Or what time do you normally trade? I trade for 9:45. All right, so you trade like 15 minutes after the market open. You trade Nasdaq, I'm guessing. I trade DJ and gold. Oh shit. What you think about DJ? What you think about my DJ position? I don't really like trading New York because I don't trade news. So I'm in a trade and I see we have FOMC retail sales or something like that, or like somebody speaking or something, I will close my trade before news. Like, I don't hold over news at all. So because that's how I go about my trading, I don't like holding into New York if we have news. And I like trading New York at all, really. So whenever we have news, so I trade London session so I don't have to worry about news affecting price action. Because there's not that much news happening during London session. It's pretty uncommon. That's really why I like London session the best. Are you in the same trade as well? So we trade at 9:45. What you doing trading right now then? Oh shit, I just noticed we trade off the same level back here. I just noticed that. Last time I traded GJ was off of the same exact level. GBP CJF is moving pretty nice. GJ is the one that's selling me right now. I'll start working at 8 a.m. Okay, got you. Last session is great for that. I used to trade this, but I used to trade this time, but it doesn't work for my work schedule. I understand. I start working at 8 a.m. When I used to work at 8 a.m., I used to go to sleep bad early. Like 2021. But back then when I used to work that first shift, I used to go to sleep at 5 p.m. to wake up for pre-London. And I'll stay all the way up until I go to work and get off. Then go be sleep by 5 p.m. again. That was my schedule. fell asleep too early. So you might as well stay out now then. Or you're gonna take a nap. Do you trade metals? I trade gold as well. I trade everything you see to the watch list, to the right of the watch list. So GJ, GBP, EU, UJ, NAS 100, GA, AU, GU, Gold, US 30, NZDSD, and Euro JPY. Trade all of that. I'm trading all of them at the exact same time though. Like, I rank my pairs from the highest quality setups to the lowest quality setups. Like, I do breakdowns for all of them, and picking like where I want to buy or sell at. And if price is nowhere near where I want to buy or sell at, I just leave it alone. In this case, US 30, I was looking at sales up here. Price is nowhere near there, so it's not like I'm trading US 30 right now. Same thing here. Like for gold, I don't want to trade inside the range. I either want to buy above it or sell below it. So where it's at right now, don't want to trade it, just leave it alone. So I just rank them from the highest quality to the lowest quality based off of where price is at and where I would want to trade it. Then I favorite, like I bookmark the ones that's like highest probability and the ones that's closer to potential entries. So in this case, it was UJ. I really like this setup. I really liked EU selling below this area, and I really like these two. So tomorrow it may switch. So tomorrow I may be looking at US 30 and NAS 100, or I may be looking at gold and EU or something like that. But that's how I go about it. So I rank them from the highest quality setups to the lowest quality setups, and what's relatively closest to potential entries or my area of interest. Then those are the ones I focus on for the session. I get it. That's the best way to go about it, especially if things are moving. Yeah, I like to say all the time, the market moves through price cycles. Everybody knows. Some people call the price cycles different things. Me, I call it consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. Other people may call it accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Right? Same things, different words. But when you understand that market moves in price cycles, and it may be in a bad price cycle for that session, for the whole entire session, instead of trying to force a trade inside that terrible price cycle, look for something more stronger or more high probability. Because by default, if the market is in a bad price cycle, your trade loses quality. So if the market is in the accumulation phase and you're trying to trade during a consolidation, right? Then you're overall taking a low quality setup because you're trading in a market that's barely even moving. If the market is in the manipulation phase and you're trying to trade during the manipulation, then your trade setup already loses quality just because you're trading a market that's already currently being manipulated, right? Still makes less sense. When you're trading a market that's distributing, now your trade has higher quality because it's now printing or just filling orders and pushing, if that's how you want to see it. So by default, if the market is in a bad price cycle and you're trying to, and it's in that price cycle throughout that whole session, if you're trying to trade inside that price cycle, that is a slower or a riskier setup by it being in that price cycle, then your overall setup drops from an A plus by default or A to a B. And if it's already not even A plus, already B, it's dropping to a C and so on and so forth. So the quality of your trade overall decreases. So by ranking my trades based off of highest quality versus lowest quality, I only take high quality setups. So every setup I take is always an A plus setup because I'm only taking protein trades every single time. Every time I take a trade, it's during quote unquote distribution or continuation. If I get caught in a trade and it's consolidating, it's because it started consolidating once I got in, not it was already consolidated. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Gold is in a massive range. I don't want to participate in this range. On a 4 hour time frame on gold, this is our 4 hour lower high because we're here to equal lows down here. If we break above this lower high, this is the 4 hour shifts into bullish. I'll take longs above this area to target these highs up here. On the 1 hour time frame, we'll be bullish above here as well. But we're currently bearish because the 1 hour time frame just made a new low. But we're bearish on the 1 hour time frame, and we're bearish on the 4 hour time frame currently. But we are struggling to break these lows here. So I don't want to sell into these lows. I'd rather see if price confirm a new low that we're breaking out of this range and continue the bearish momentum to we possibly target these lows sitting right over here. Other than that, while it's still here, I don't want to touch this because it's just been playing around here for like a long time. So I'd rather just wait for a confirmed breakout to the downside to confirm that we're going to continue this bearish momentum, or a breakout to the upside, signaling that we are now reversing, shifting direction from sell side to buy side. GBP-CHF is pretty pushing. Oh, I had my first target on GBP-CHF. My first target was hit here. It was at 15 pips. No, 25, 15. Okay, it was almost hit. But I got filled out half my position on one of my accounts because my entry was a little bit higher. So I got a better entry, so I got filled out one of my accounts. Let's see my other accounts if I got filled out on those as well. No, we didn't. Okay. So just one of them got filled out. So this was the order that got filled out. I'll take a screenshot. On GBP-CHF. So this where I sell that back over here. This was the deep drawdown I was in, and now we took partials down here. Yeah, I watch a lot of people. I had a mentor. I paid for a mentor though. I watch like the regular people on YouTube, really like the big names. And then I had a mentor, the name of Dr. Dollar. He on YouTube as well. But that's it really. Yeah, it was worth it. Damn, DJ getting some deep ass drawdown, bro. DJ cooking my shit. Look it on the 4 hour. See. Oh, we got 37 minutes left in the 4 hour close. Hopefully we don't break this current 4 hour low though. I lucky feel like my stop loss is too tight. I wanted to do stop loss below here, but I feel like my entry was too late to do this big of a stop loss because our next potential rejection area was literally right here. I want to have that big of a stop loss with our next potential rejection area being right here. So I lucky did a tighter stop loss. But I may be good at this. Stop loss really should have been below this low down here. This was the first bullish engulfing candle that closed back above the range after we having a bearish fake out. That loss should have been below here. But I lucky didn't want to have that big of a stop loss, so I did this candle instead. I ain't tripping though. It's either stop loss or TP. I don't really care. How many losses do you take in a day? 1. I cap my trading week out at 3 losses a week. If I lose 3 times a week, I will cut my week short. I don't care what day it is. If I take 3 losses by Tuesday, I won't trade Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. If I take 3 losses by Wednesday, I won't trade Thursday, Friday. So I'm pretty strict here. So pretty much 1 loss a day. If I do take I may take 2 trades though. Like if I win my first trade, if I lose my first trade, I'm open to taking a second one if the opportunity presents itself. So I normally take 1 loss a day, but if I see a recovery trade, I'll take it. And if I lose the recovery trade as well, like if I lose 2 trades in that same day, then it will be a short week for me. Cause that third loss, whatever day it is, I will cut my whole week short and just wait. So 1 loss a day, really. 3 losses a week max. No more than that. Yeah, because whenever you start losing whenever I start losing in that week, whenever you start losing, say I lose 4 trades, take 4 losses in a week, whatever case may be. No matter when those losses occur, those losses start to add up. Next thing you know, I'm finishing the week 4 to 5% in drawdown, so on and so forth. Now that's harder to recover coming in the following week, but it's easy to recover 3% in drawdown. And if I cut my week short when I start to lose, by the time I come back that following Monday, come market open, and I come back that Monday, right? Price will be in a whole different area to where I was previously losing at. It would be a whole different price cycle because price action will still be moving through that Thursday and that Friday. Price action will still be moving. So by the time I come back to trade again, I'll be a whole new area, whole new levels, whole new market cycle, so on and so forth. So everything will be fresh. And I let the market breathe, do what it wants to do. Say it faked me out 2 times or 3 times and I took 3 losses. I got faked out, whatever it can be. Right? By the time I come back, we're in a whole new level and a whole new price cycle. Instead, if I was to keep trying to trade inside that, I would potentially be getting cooked more because I already know I'm getting cooked off these levels and my levels is not holding up. I gotta go blow my nose, bro. My shit's itching. Well, I'm gonna take this nap before work. And nice chatting with you. Hope you have a decent trading week. You as well, bro. Thanks for stopping by the stream and chilling with me for a little bit. Probably about to get off here too and play some Fortnite.